Good morning, dear kids. Today we are taking quadratic equations, word problems. Let's start. Number one problem of today. A train normally takes 240 km at a certain speed. A train normally travels 240 km at a certain speed. So total distance it travels is 240 kilometers. One day, due to bad weather, the train speed is reduced by 20 km per hour. So original speed of train we do not know, so we will keep it as x, and the reduced speed will be x minus 20 because 20 km per hour it is reduced. So I will subtract from x, that is x minus 20. The journey takes 2 hours longer, so that the journey takes 2 hours longer. So if it is going with the original speed, or if it is going with the reduced speed, the journey will take 2 hours longer. That means the difference in the time is given as 2 hours. The difference in time 1 and time 2 is given as 2 hours. So when the journey, we know that time is what? We know that speed is equal to distance upon time, and time is equal to distance upon speed. So if I want time 1, so that will be distance upon speed. And what is time 2? Again same distance upon speed. The distance will not change, the distance will be same, but the speed has changed. Now the distance was 240, speed was x kilometer, and now the distance is 240 but the speed has reduced, that is x minus 20, and the difference is 2. My dear kids, this will be the equation to be solved by quadratic formula if you want, and find the value of x. But here if you have to notice that if suppose I am giving you 20 upon 4 minus 20 upon 5, so what will be the answer of this? I am giving you example. So 20 upon 4 and 20 upon 5. What is 20 upon 4? It is 4 ones are 5s are, and it is 4. So that is 5 minus 4. So what did you notice? Here I have put the denominator which is reduced, which is lower to here denominator. So you have to keep the denominator. पहले वाला denominator वो होगा जो कम से कम value वाला होगा. So here if you notice, the denominator is x and x minus 20. So in that case, which is the reduced denominator? It is x minus 20. So that I have to take it first. So the equation will be 240 x minus 20 minus 240 upon x is equal to 2. If you keep this as the thing, that is if you keep x as the denominator first and then x minus 20, my dear kids, you will get negative answer. So in that case you have to be careful that as I have given you example, that you cannot write 20 upon 5 minus 20 upon 4, because 20 upon 5 is 4 and 20 upon 4 is 5. So 4 minus 5 you will get a negative answer. But you can write 20 upon 4 minus 20 upon 5. That means 4 denominator you can make it first. Yes, that will be the preceding number, because preceding number is always, the denominator should be the reduced denominator. The least denominator should be taken first. ठीक है. So x minus 20 और x में से कौन सा reduced denominator है? x minus 20. तो वो पहले लिखेंगे and then x वाला denominator वाला number लिखेंगे और दोनों को subtract करेंगे is equal to 2. That will be your equation. You can put it into the formula. I have given you already the quadratic equation formula. You can put in the values, and first you have to make the linear pair. First you have to make the linear equation. Once you got the linear equation, then you can find the ABC and put it into your formula. B square plus minus under root 4, B square minus 4AC upon 2A. That formula, if you put all these things values, you will get the value of x. Problem number 2 says the speed of sparrow is x km per hour in still air. So speed of sparrow is x when the wind is blowing at 1 km per hour. So what is speed of wind? Speed of wind is 1 km per hour. The sparrow takes 5 hours to fly 12 kilometers to her nest and 12 kilometers back again. So while going, it takes 12 kilometers. So distance is 12 kilometer. And even while coming back, the distance is 12 kilometer. She goes out directly into the wind. See, when a bird is going directly into the wind, the speed of wind will not support the speed of bird. Getting my point? So in that case, what speed you will get of a bird will be x minus 2. But when he's coming back, when the bird is coming back while returning, the wind is behind her. That is, wind is supporting her speed. So in that case, her speed will be, I'm sorry, I have written here 2, it is 1. Here, her speed will be x plus 1. Why I have taken x minus 1 and x plus 1? Try to understand. जब स्पैरो का स्पीड x है, विंड का स्पीड 1 है, तो जब वो साथ में चलेंगे, एक ही डायरेक्शन में चलेंगे, तो उनका स्पीड हो जाएगा x प्लस 1. और जब वो ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में चलेंगे, मतलब बर्ड एक डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है, हवा एक डायरेक्शन में आ रही है, तो बर्ड का स्पीड हो जाएगा x माइनस 1. एट दैट टाइम द स्पीड ऑफ एयर विल नॉट सपोर्ट हर, सो हर स्पीड विल रिड्यूस्ड बाय 1. ठीक है, लेकिन अगर साथ में चलेंगे, एक ही डायरेक्शन में चलेंगे, तो उनका स्पीड ऐड हो जाएगा. तो बर्ड का स्पीड दैट इज x एंड विंड का स्पीड दैट इज 1, दैट विल बी एडेड एंड इट विल बिकम x प्लस 1. तो जब जा रहा है तो वो विंड के अगेंस्ट जा रहा है, तो x माइनस 1. जब वो आ रहा है बर्ड, तो विंड के साथ आ रहा है, विंड को पीछे छोड़ते हुए आ रहा है, विंड उसको सपोर्ट कर रहा है, तो एट दैट टाइम बर्ड स्पीड विल बी x प्लस 1. ठीक है, द डिस्टेंस इन बोथ द केस विल बी 12. सो नाउ द टोटल टाइम इज टेकन एज total time is taken as 5 hours. And as I said you, what is total time? T1 plus T2 is equal to 5. What is T1? It is distance 1 upon speed 1 plus what is T2? Distance 2 upon speed 2, and that is 5. What is distance 1? It's 12 kilometer upon x minus 1. And what is distance 2? Again it is 12 kilometer, but the speed 2 is x plus 1. And is equal to 5. My dear kids, of course you have to take the LCM, and what will be the LCM will be x square minus 1. Why? Because x minus 1 and x plus 1 becomes x square minus 1, and this will go here and this will go here, and that will be 12 bracket x plus 1 plus 12 bracket x minus 1 is equal to 5. Once you open up the bracket, my dear kids, you will get a nice quadratic equation. From that quadratic equation, find the value of a, b, c, put into the formula minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. In that formula, once you put the value of a, b, c, you will surely get two values of x. Take the positive value of x and that will be your final answer. Problem number 3 says, in the figure a, b, c, d, AB is 12. So first let me check where is AB. Here. Yeah, this is 12. And BC is 7. BC, this. I'll draw it again so it's more clear. This is 12, this is 7. Perfect. So this is A, B and this is C. AK is equal to BL. AK, here is AK, so this is AK is equal to BL, so this is BL, so these both are equal, is equal to CM, so here is M, so even this is equal to DN, here is N and here is D, so these all four parts which I have marked as a zigzag line are all equal, and they are x meters, I'm sorry. If the area of KLMN is 54 centimeter square, find the KLMN. This area is 54 centimeter square. My dear kids, if this is entirely 7 and this is x, so what will be this part? This will be 7 minus x. Yes, and if this is 7 minus x, even this part will be 7 minus x. And this part will be 12 minus x. Even this part will be 12 minus x. Because the entire part AB is 12, out of that AK is x, so what will be KB will be 12 minus x. Similarly here DC is, okay, that is 12 minus x. So I got KB as 12 minus x and BL as x. My dear kids, by Pythagoras theorem, I can get the value of KL. So KL square will be equal to KB square plus BL square. So that is 12 minus x the whole square plus x the whole square. Once I open this, I'll get 12 square, that is 144, minus 2 into 12, that is 24 into x, plus x square plus x square. That will be 144 minus 24x plus 2x square. That will be the value of KL. KL will be 144 minus 24x plus 2x square. Once you got KL, you also need to find LM, because that's the length and breadth of the internal triangle. And for LM, you will take a triangle, this one, LCM, this one, and you will again go with the Pythagoras theorem. That will be LC square plus MC square is equal to LM square. LC is 7 minus x, so 7 minus x the whole square, plus you have MC is x, so x square will be equal to LM square. That will be 49 minus 14x plus x square is equal to LM square. Yes, my dear kids, and that will be 49 minus 14x plus 2x square, that is LM square. Yes, so in a way I got LM square and I got KL square. So I got this square and this square. Okay, so I'll use another page to write it down, or I'll erase this part. So internal area is length into breadth, that is 54 is equal to KL into LM. KL is what? I have KL square. So what is KL, my dear kids? It is 144 minus 24x plus 2x square. And what is LM? It is under root 49 minus 14x plus 2x square. Yes, my dear kids, are you getting my point clear? And this is 54. If you want to remove the squares from here, this, if you want to take something common, you can take it like this is the whole square of if I take 2 common, it will be 72 minus. If you find this method to be little difficult, I can teach you one more method, because I know you will get stuck up with the calculation of this entire part, that is this. So I'll teach you one more method if that goes fine with you. Sorry. Now four triangles are here, which are the right angle triangles, and inside area is given as 54. Outside area, as we know, AB is 12 and BC is 7, so that will be 12 into 7, 84. So if I want to just take out the 54 and 84, if I subtract, I'll get 30. That will be the area of all these 4 right angle triangles. Can you understand that? Okay. So if I have 4 right angle triangles, your first is 12 minus x into x, plus your second is 7 minus x into x. And 12 minus x into x, there are 2 types of 12 minus x, so you can multiply this with 2, because even this one, I'm darkening the part, this is 12 minus x into x. Yes, So 2 12 minus x into x and 2 7 minus x into x, and that will be equal to 30. How 30? Because the full bigger rectangle is 12 into 7, that is 84 in area, and the inside rectangle is 54. So if I subtract them, I'll get the area of 4 right angle triangles. Clear? So that is 84 minus 54, that makes up 30. And once you solve this equation, my dear kids, you will find it very easy to get the value of x. Next is the numerator of a fraction is 1 less than the denominator. If I am keeping denominator as x and numerator as, if I am keeping denominator as y and numerator as x, so it is said that the numerator of fraction is 1 less than the denominator. Okay. I am putting this as x, so this is x minus 1. When then both numerator and denominator are increased by 2, so I am adding 2 to them, the fraction is increased by 12. So the fraction which was just one second. The numerator of fraction is 1 less than the denominator, so denominator is x, numerator is x minus 1, so this is the original fraction. When both numerator and denominator are increased by 2, so x minus 1 plus 2, x plus 2. The fraction is increased by 1 upon 12. If the fraction is increased, that means the difference is 1 upon 12. So original fraction, this is your new fraction, and this is the original fraction, and their difference is 1 upon 12. Clear? So that will be x minus plus 1 upon x plus 2 minus x minus 1 upon x will be equal to 1 upon 12. Cross multiply, take the LCM. You have to open up the brackets, solve the equation, and let me know what you are getting as a value of x. Your next is the perimeter of square and the rectangle are equal. I'll use another page. Perimeter of square. That is 4s, and perimeter of rectangle, that is 2l plus p, are equal. Further it says one side of rectangle is 11 centimeter and area of square is 4 centimeter more than the area of rectangle. Okay, rectangle, one side is 11 centimeter and area of square is 4 centimeter greater than area of rectangle. We do not know the area of rectangle here. Okay, but we know here that this is 11. Side is given as 11. This side we do not know, so we'll keep it as x. So the area will be 11x, and here the area of square will be 11x plus 4. Let's read. Find the side of square. Okay. We have this area and this area, and you have to find the side of square. Let's start. Here the perimeter will be 2l plus p, that is 2 11 plus x, and that will be 22 plus 2x. That's the perimeter, and the perimeter of rectangle is equal to perimeter of this square. So can I write the perimeter of square? Is 22 plus 2x. Yes. What is perimeter of square? Perimeter of square is 22 plus 2x. That is 4 into side is equal to 22 plus 2x. So side I'll get 22 plus 2x upon 4. So I got the side of square as, this is a square, so I got the side as 22 plus 2x upon 4. And what will be the area? Area is 22 plus 2x upon 4 square. If each side is this 22 plus 2x upon 4, the area will be its square. But area is equal to, we have written area of square is 4 times more than the area of your rectangle. That is 11x plus 4. So I'll equate this with 11x plus 4. From here we will make the square 22 plus 2x the whole square upon 4 square is equal to 11x plus 4. 22 plus 2x the whole square upon 16 is equal to 11x plus 4. Take the 16 on this side. I'll erase this part. Take the 16 up. So that will be 22 plus 2x the whole square is equal to 11x plus 4 into 16. Once you solve this equation, you will get the value of x. Yes, solving is your department. You have to make a quadratic equation, put it into the formula and get the value of x. Next is in triangle ABC. It's a triangle ABC, yes. BD is perpendicular and BD value is given as x plus 1. AD is given as, I'll put it here as D. So you have AD as x plus 6, DC as x plus 2 and BD as x plus 1. You have to find the area of triangle is 40. So area is given as 40. Area we know that it is half base into height. So that is given as 40. Half, the base is x plus 2, x plus 6. X plus 6 plus x plus 2 and the height is x plus 1 and that will be equal to 40. So that will be 2x plus 8 into x plus 1 is equal to 40. If you want to take this to that side, so that will be 2x plus 8 x plus 1 is equal to 80. From here you have to open up the bracket and get a nice quadratic equation. Once you got the quadratic equation, you have to find the value of x. The same, if you can check, you will get the quadratic equation as this: x square plus 5x minus 36 after reducing. Yes, give a try, and if you have any problem you can ask me. God bless.